it's great having meetings, but we've got to have structure as well. And this is something that we're not very strong at in regard to consistency. We do something and then also we lie back or we go to sleep.
Right.
Until something's happened, then we come up again. And we then go on this march or we do something else and then we go back to sleep.
Right.
When you're having a business or an organisation or an event, it has to be consistently. I don't care if it's twice a year or once a year, but something has to be consistent. And what I'm seeing is not consistent. I'm not blaming anybody else. I'm just saying there's something in us that we need to look at why things are not consistent. And why are we as individuals, including myself, saying, how come this ain't happened, how come that hasn't happened? But we do need new blood, and we do need warriors. And I know there's a lot of us here that are warriors. I know I'll pick one up without feeling no way and no Jamie. Brother Jamie is not. Yeah? He's a young blood. Yeah? And he's always one that's fighting for fire, getting things done, etc. etc. So Jason being a young individual, we need to have that same fire in him. We can't wait. You know, and then the other is like, oh, my place, I'm comfortable now, this is me. And we can't be like that. You know, we've got children that we may have left behind because we're trying to build. But we can't tell them to come here and make them sit down at the beach or make them sit down in the house and there's nothing going on. So this is what I'm saying, that it confused me coming here and finding that there's more diaspora organisations, but there's nothing going on. So I am questioning, so what is their purpose then? Because it's definitely not.
I would like for you to make a submission here and just tell us your viewpoint and what happened.
Okay. Greetings, everybody.
Greetings. Greetings.
First of all, I want you to all just accept the fact that each and every one of us, we are doing great things, and we have done great things, and we are great people. We shouldn't take nothing away from ourselves. The fact that we've been here, and some of us have been here for a long time, you've done well. So, you know, as Ghana would say, clap for yourself.
Clap for yourself.
Now to address the agenda. Really, we came here is to find out a way forward. And my input, just basically and simply, is that in my experience and in my wisdom, the time I've been here about 16 years in Ghana.
16 years by myself.
And I've got children, wives, you know, everything.
Wives?
The first one passed away, I'm on the second one. Yeah?
Okay.
So the point I'm trying to make is this. With all of this confusion about, because it is a bit confusing.
It's very confusing.
Now, originally, when I came here, we started off on our own, we were lost. Until we came into contact with Malana, Dr. Malana. Now, he was the one who put everything on track for us. He was the one who gave us that direction that we needed here. Now that I noticed that everybody got that direction or that foothold, i.e. their citizenship, everybody decided to go different ways and be a man on their own 2 feet. There's nothing wrong with that. But the only problem is we're forgetting something, and that is we're not organized. We're not organized. We've got our citizenship and we're running up and down now like we jack the lads. You know, as God would say, we're beating up our chests. But there's nothing to beat our chests up about, simply because we are not organized. And the reason is because we're not centralized. And I'm bringing up this point because many times I've said, we don't have a community center.
No, we don't.
Not even that.
Everywhere I go, all foreigners come. They have the community center. We don't have a diaspora and community center. And I strongly believe that whichever organization or group, which should be the Ministry of the Future, if we rally around each other and we create a community center amongst ourselves, build it from ourselves, then we can move forward.
Yes.
Yeah? There's another issue. Many of the groups, I've been to a few of these seminars of lately, none of them are really talking about this vaccination. Everybody's talking about the right to return. But there is no right to return if they're going to vaccinate all of us. Yeah? So, I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to get our priorities right. If we want to return, or do we want to get vaccinated? Yeah? And if we want to return and get vaccinated, then we can stay over there and get vaccinated and don't worry about nothing. But we're here and we don't want to get vaccinated because we know the program. We know what they're trying to do to us and we don't want it. So all I'm saying, all of the splinter groups which we have, all of these different organizations, we have to come together. And today, we are doing like a dummy run, so to speak. We're sowing the seeds. We are calling all the groups, all the splinter groups, everybody who wrote off the citizenship and those who didn't. Everybody who's anybody who's calling himself a diasporan and running off a diasporan name, we have to centralize. And we have to come to the table. So all I'm suggesting is that we're going to